a decade ago, a man's fantasy became reality in a form never seen before. Kitchen Stadium, a giant cooking arena. The motivation for spending his fortune to create Kitchen Stadium was to encounter new original cuisines, which could be called true artistic creations. To realize his dream, he started choosing the top chefs of various styles of cooking. And he named his men the Iron Chefs, the invincible men of culinary skills. Iron Chef Japanese is Rokusaburo Michiba. Iron Chef French is Hiroyuki Sakai. Iron Chef Chinese is Chen Kenichi. And Masahiko Kobe is Iron Chef Italian. Kitchen Stadium is the arena where Iron Chefs await the challenges of master chefs from all over the world. Both the Iron Chef and Challenger have 1 hour to tackle the theme ingredient of the day, using all their senses, skills, creativity. They're to prepare artistic dishes never tasted before. And if ever a challenger wins over the Iron Chef, he or she will gain the people's ovation and fame forever. Every battle, reputations are on the line in Kitchen Stadium, where master chefs pit their artistic creations against each other. What inspiration will today's challenger bring? And how will the Iron Chef fight back? The heat will be on!
If my memory serves me correctly, my French Iron Chef Sakai has over 400 apprentices throughout the country. And from one of them a little while ago, I received a letter like this. You can imagine my surprise when I read it. I wish to challenge my master Sakai in the Kitchen Stadium. The man who wrote this letter is the owner chef of Chez Mario Nakagawa.
Well, now, I'd like to show how I've developed as a chef, a professional chef.
Nakagawa began his apprenticeship under Sakai 15 years ago. At that stage, Sakai was the first chef to fuse Japanese techniques with French cuisine and was gaining recognition. Nakagawa knocked on the door of La Rochelle, headed by Sakai at the age of 21.
Well, as you know, he's just an incredible chef. So, brushing elbows with a man like him was just completely unreal.
Back then, Nakagawa's job was simply chopping onions, but he always came in 2 hours earlier to absorb as much as he could.
Nakagawa is a talented guy, and I had a feeling that he would become big, really big, at a fairly young age, which was in a way intimidating to me.
Nakagawa inherited Sakai's skills in decoration and the use of Japanese ingredients. At 24, he switched to a restaurant headed by Kiyomi Mikuni to learn about seafood. Then, at 26, he turned to a French confectionery expert, and in a very short period, he developed his incredible skills. And as a mere 28-year-old, he opened his own place, Chez Mario, situated in Kamata. He's now regarded as one of the flag bearers of third-generation French cuisine. The first generation includes Ishinabe and Sakai, who uphold French tradition. The second generation is led by Mikuni and Tanabe, who are known for their new approaches. Nakagawa, today's challenger, heads the third generation, which is regarded as more liberal and unique. But Nakagawa's work always reveals touches of Sakai's teaching, especially in the elaborate decoration skills using Japanese ingredients. Today's battle is thus between a master and his disciple.
I'm a bit intimidated, and I wish I really didn't have to do this.
Now, Nakagawa, reveal to your master your amazing accomplishment through your own exquisite dishes.
matchup between a master and his former apprentice. Should be an exciting one, and once again we have Mayuko Takata joining us.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me again.
Takata-san, yes. I've heard that you enjoy a full-course French cuisine dinner at home every night.
No way! Who told you that?
Okay, well, you can enjoy 2 today.
Yes, thank you.
And we've got our commentator, Dr. Yukio Hattori.
Hi.
Doc, this matchup.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Takata-san's commentary, actually.
Okay, we'll have it. And now let's bring on Chairman Kaga.
ライオンは我が子を谷底へ突き落とす。その突き落とされたライオンの子供が立派に成長して牙をむいてきました。最も身近なところにいたゆえに堺という鉄人の恐ろしさは十分に心得ているはずと同時にその弱点も十分に承知しているはずです。さあ皆さん大きな拍手でお迎えください。フレンチの貴公子中川マリオ。
Entering the stadium, the former apprentice, confidently striding in, more than 13 years removed from his time under Sakai. Nakagawa now looking to take down his master.
Thank you.
マリオ。本名ですか？
Yes, it's my real name.
素晴らしい。それでは例によりまして我が美食アカデミーが誇る3人の鉄人を登場させます。よみがえるがいいアイアンシェ
Ascending into and assuming their rightful positions in Kitchen Stadium, the ethereal atmosphere of the world's first cooking arena, dominated by these men. Now coming to life, your Iron Chefs. Iron Chef Chinese Chen Kenichi, Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai, and Iron Chef Japanese Rokusaburo Michiba, the Gourmet Academy's invincible men of culinary skills.
これは聞くまでもないことなのですがこのキッチンスタジアムのしきたりなので聞きます。さあ誰と戦う
Sakai-san, please!
Yes, just a formality for the former apprentice, challenger Nakagawa, aiming to put the hurt on his master, Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai. Among the first chefs to fuse Japanese techniques with French cuisine, Sakai's become a leader of the French cuisine scene in Japan. His artistic use of color has even earned him the moniker the Delacroix of French cuisine. But now, a former apprentice itching to take him down.
かつての弟子が師匠に刃を向ける。そんな大胆な対決を挑むにしては今日の挑戦者は顔が優しい。そこで私はピンときたのです。この男はあの皮をかぶった狼だなと。さあそれでは発表します。今日のテーマはこれです。羊
A kitchen stadium first, a master and former apprentice battling, challenger Nakagawa hooking up for the first time in 13 years with Iron Chef Sakai. Lamb is the theme. How well did the master teach the student? We shall see.
Art cuisine!
Bang a gong, we are on, and not much, if nothing, in the form of any acknowledgement by either party of the other as the battle begins. Sakai challenged by, but okay, there's a nod to Nakagawa, his former apprentice, and Doc?
Yeah.
Today's theme, lamb, what should we focus on as the men proceed?
Well, lamb, unlike mutton, as you know, is actually free from strong smells.
Okay.
And in Europe, it's one of the better meats. Actually, they think it's the best, better than beef or pork, really. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Okay,
that.
and Takata-san, you
Yes.
like lamb?
Yes, to tell you the truth, I don't have it very often, but it's great having it as a barbecue in the summertime, and it's really delicious that way. But I really don't know the difference between lamb or mutton.
Okay, well, I can add to that. Lamb is, of course, very, very young, right?
Ah, yes.
And the ones that we see here, they're about 6 to 8 months old. Now, anything over 1 year old is called mutton, and that starts to get a smell to it.
Okay, now with the action challenger side, Nakagawa with some pieces already slicing away, or slicing off rather, the thin membrane-like lining, I guess you could call that. Some of the initial prep work being done by the challenger here.
Yeah, and this part is actually critical. The first thing to watch out for is which parts they'll actually be using.
Okay, now on Sakai's side, looking at a couple of racks of ribs there.
Yeah, you're right. And the ribs, carré d'agneau in French, you can often see lamb dishes with foil around the bones, like where you hold it. And that's to make it very easy to eat.
Oh, yes, yeah. Oh, sometimes they have those little white fluffy paper things like little socks.
Right, and a crown sometimes. Lots of different designs.
Anything less would be uncivilized. I mean, with such a fine delicacy. It also helps with the visual presentation of the rib dishes. And the Iron Chef with the pepper grinder and giving the surface a coating, and now
Fukusan?
slicing off the same lining. Go ahead, Ota.
Yeah, let me give you the portions of lamb that the Iron Chef has chosen to work with today.
Okay.
The filet meat, a rack of ribs, and the loin chops. Now, some of the other ingredients that I see assembled on his side are breadcrumbs, foie gras, Kyoto carrots, Chinese XO paste, and finally a couple of Japanese ingredients called uryu and udo, which are edible mountain greens. Back to you.
All right, he's already got the foie gras there.
Yeah, he's going to use foie
Yes.
gras. That makes
Wow,
sense.
that's really rich and luxurious.
Doc, are you able to see anything developing yet?
Not yet, no. I'm
Okay.
sure he's trying to use the difference in the 3 cuts of lamb in his whole course for the whole dinner. But
All right,
the challenger so far, I can only notice 2 cuts.
2 there.
Yeah, so I'm not real sure what's happening right now. We'll just have to kind of wait and see.
Okay, well, these 2 did work together, so both should, know each other.
Well, you're talking, 12, 13 years ago, though.
Right.
So I think Sakai will see more surprises from his ex-apprentice than the other way around.
Okay,
Oh,
Sakai in his
definitely.
pre-bout comments told me that he was looking forward to see how much Nakagawa has developed, but he also admitted if he'd had his druthers, he'd prefer not to have this battle with his former apprentice.
I can understand that.
Sounds like he's a real softie today.
Well, you want your student to be good, but do you want him to show you up before a national audience?
That's true.
Good point.
I mean, Sakai, the task now has to be to pound on a former apprentice.
Oh, this should be kind of tough on them both,
yeah,
though,
it's not
don't you
going to be
think?
much fun.
Yeah, but personally, I'm rooting for the ex-apprentice.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, don't you feel the same way?
Well, I guess I can relate to that. Maybe Sakai-san is kind of feeling that way too, almost like a parent, you know?
We'll have to ask him, okay? But the man you're looking at here, one of the undisputed leaders of the first generation of modern French chefs, Nakagawa, he's a leader in neo-French cuisine, part of the third wave, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's often been said that way.
His originality, creativity could pose a threat today to his master, so Sakai will have his hands full on a lot of counts. And up in the royal box, Nakagawa's wife and children are here looking on. Wife Yukie and sons Keita 5 and 2-year-old Shota all here cheering for dad. Okay, something's picked up here.
Yeah, the Iron Chef, I believe, working on the ribs. He's lightly cooking it now. Maybe he's trying to get a charred surface or something along those lines. And I imagine then that this would go into the oven for a bit more roasting.
Okay, pan-fried charring, yes, Ota.
Yeah, here on the challenger side, the lamb cuts that he has chosen to use are a rack of ribs and the filet cuts, and also short loin will be making an appearance on this side. He's also making use of yam potatoes, broad beans, garlic, and other spices.
Thanks, Ota.
Wow.
So he's also got the
3 cuts there,
the 3 cuts, just as Sakai.
3 different ones, right?
Yep, both men working with the trifecta of lamb cuts.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got crepine here.
Okay, and this is
Tell us what that is.
That's the fat netting, the layer of fat taken from internal organs of pigs, lambs, things like that.
you can find these at supermarkets.
Yeah, most meat shops would have it, right?
So this one is made of lamb's fat?
Well, that depends. It could be lamb, but usually pigs are common for this.
Oh,
So
wow.
I think this is a crepine of a pig.
Okay, and it's used for wrapping things.
Exactly,
Okay.
right.
Wow, that's really interesting.
All right, now the Iron Chef frying up the foie gras.
Yeah, sautéing it.
Okay, a saute job.
Fukusan.
Yes.
Yeah, I talked with the Iron Chef a little bit about what he thinks of today's theme ingredient, and he said it's an everyday ingredient for me, so it's easy to come up with ideas in that sense, but because of the opponent is who he is, I'm a lot more nervous than I should should be or want to be.
All right, well, likes the lamb, but wary of the opponent. And that's just about in line with what he told me before the battle about facing Nakagawa. He ain't no lamb. Well, Doc, we know that the master-apprentice relationships are permanent, right, in the world of professional cooking. You'd never expect to be challenged by an ex-apprentice, would you?
Well, that's true. And what if you lose? You have to let him become the ruler, I guess.
So Sakai, under immense pressure, it's a must-win
15
situation.
minutes have
Only way to go for
elapsed.
him.
15 minutes gone, some herbs onto the fat netting.
Yep, that's with the lamb. And herbs are a logical choice for cooking lamb, actually. And in Britain, they use mint, of course, for the lamb.
All right.
Okay, the challenger with that.
So he's with
And now this
Okay.
is on Sakai's side, some pieces resting there on the rack, and the Iron Chef's got a torch.
Oh, yeah, it is a torch.
Right, so he'd be charring the surface on this then.
Well, is there any difference between sautéing it in a pan, say?
Well, that's a good question, but you've seen chefs doing it on a charcoal bed, right?
Yeah, right.
And he's aiming to do it with the same effect here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, in the case of charbroiling, you've got the smoking effect a little bit more as an
Smoking,
issue.
I see.
But you
All
don't
right.
get the smoking effect here, but you do get the same charred effect. So
Like
that's what he's
hickory.
preached.
Takata-san, good question. Way to go. You want to switch chairs? I'll be the guest.
Can we check out the challenger here?
What's going on?
I believe truffles.
Ah, yes, they're truffles,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, chopped up truffles. Right
Laid
there.
on.
Now, this is very much a key ingredient in high-class French cuisine.
So for Sakai, he's using foie gras, and Nakagawa going with truffles here in the early going. Yes.
Yeah, I just got word, actually overheard, that Iron Chef Sakai has grabbed a few truffles for himself, too.
All right.
Okay.
That's a must-have ingredient in French cuisine, right?
Yeah, especially with the kind of dishes that they probably have in mind.
These two may end up with carbon copy dishes.
Oh, yeah, they're like identical twins today.
Now, look, see what he's doing here?
Oh,
yes.
great looking pieces.
Yeah, and he'll be cooking that more later.
Live,
Yeah.
thick chunks of foie gras.
Now, okay, you
Chunks
remember
is
the
right.
torching job that he was doing, right?
Right.
That was to make it less greasy.
Oh, okay. But lamb itself is not greasy, right?
Right, not so greasy, you're correct there, right.
Right.
But also the aroma with lamb is very, very pleasant.
And now on top,
Oh, the
Oh,
truffles.
my goodness,
Laying
such
them
a
on.
lot of it.
a
Wow.
lamb foie gras truffles combo. What a treat.
Yummy.
It looks so great, doesn't it?
Yeah. Who could ask for more?
Definitely hitting a home run with this. The Iron Chef going deep.
Now, if this was beef, it would be called a Rossini-style dish. It's a very famous recipe combining truffles and foie gras on top of the meat.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Now a Rossini style dish.
Yeah, taken from a Mr. Rossini, funny enough, an Italian composer in the 1800s.
Oh, now look at that on top.
Oh, bamboo shoots, right?
Okay,
Yeah, they're in
shredded
season right
shoots
now.
of bamboo right there.
So officially now no longer a Rossini.
Okay, but it'll be cooked further here.
I have to say so, yeah.
All right, now Sakai, he's got something on his cutting board there.
Now this is called rusanshi.
Okay, I thought it was a spring roll sheet.
What?
Yeah, maybe you're
Oh,
right.
okay.
You're right.
Okay,
this
you're right.
time.
See, I got it. Why are you always calling me off?
You know, I think I need to change my prescription on my glasses here.
Oh, yeah, great excuse.
Hey, I'm trying. I'm working with
Doc,
nothing here.
here, take mine, okay? Now you see him wrapping the combo, I hope here, yes?
Yeah, and that's with the crepine, or the fat netting roll. And I think what he'll do is give it a charred treatment on the surface as well, and then pop that into the oven.
Okay, now into the frying pan on this side, and I tell you, we have two wrap jobs by the chefs, but we can highlight a difference there in the wrap jobs.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And also, what do we've got the Iron Chef doing now? He's boiling potatoes, I believe.
All right, Iron Chef, yep.
And onions and garlic. I can't really quite see. Is that what it
It
is?
looks like carrots. They were on his list.
Fukusan?
Carrots.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard him mention that you thought he was boiling these. They're actually being deep fried.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
That was your call?
This is oil.
That's oil. All
Okay.
right. Got
Oh,
it.
you were right.
Okay. Well, that matches very well with lamb, actually.
Deep
So
fried shallots.
Wow.
now, if we can swing over to the challenger
Okay,
here,
Nakagawa and assistant.
and again we have
These
potatoes
are-
for frying again. I
Okay,
guess.
okay.
deep frying on this side too.
You know, they're basically mimicking each other here.
Iron Chef deep frying shallots. The challenger is former apprentice. Deep frying potatoes. Same point, same style, different item.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, it seems like they're walking on opposite sides of the road here, but
So far, we're seeing more areas where they've got it going with a similar approach. Meeting for the first time in 13 years, the way it's gone, you'd think they'd have been working in the same kitchen last week.
yeah. Foie gras?
And yeah, foie gras
Hey,
on
why
this side
not?
as well.
Sakai had it as well.
They really seem to be psyching each other out, though, don't you think?
So both chefs using both truffles and foie gras. Of course, this setting, unlimited budget, go for it.
Well, you can definitely say that, yeah. And also, since lamb is not so greasy, it's actually rather subtle. They're trying to add ingredients that will add a little kind of a fatty flavor to them.
Yes, that's a good point there. Trying to find favor with flavor, they are. And now Sakai putting it on those ribs.
Yeah, that's the bamboo shoots.
Bamboo shoots
With
again.
some green-colored component to them.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the greens are. I can't tell from here. Probably some sort of herbs. I'm not really sure.
Okay, Ota, you have that?
I'm told that these are kinome or Japanese pepper leaf buds.
All right, thanks.
Okay, Japanese pepper leaf buds. All right, they're the soft ones, the very soft ones. Yeah.
All right, now getting down to it here.
So some breadcrumbs there.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, so he's going to add that with
Okay, this
breadcrumbs.
is the Iron Chef. And how will he finish this one?
I would say braising or grilling.
Not
it, yeah.
deep fry.
I actually don't think he'd be deep frying this.
Okay, now Nakagawa,
30 minutes
earlier
have
he threw
elapsed.
on a nice block of filet of lamb meat into the frying pan. Here it is, appetizing charred surface.
Yeah, and that'll go into the
Chris,
oven later, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I asked the challenger how many dishes he'll be preparing today, and he said, maybe 2 or 3. I don't know yet. Everything is up in the air. It depends on how much time I have left. You know, he kind of sounds like he's trying to hide his strategy from his mentor Sakai, just in case he's listening.
Playing possum he is.
So he's trying to keep it secret. But, you know, he's already got a perfect lineup in his mind. Right? You know?
Not so forthcoming with this strategy. No leaks from his side.
Now, if you look at the Iron Chef here, he's frying eggplants again, and both chefs are actually trying to give an oil treatment to mostly
More deep
everything.
frying.
Yeah, it's almost like
yes.
Chinese cooking here in a way.
Okay, yes.
I asked Iron Chef Sakai what kind of apprentice the challenger was back then, and he replied that he was a gutsy kind of guy. He says, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he'll try and challenge me today, but at the same time, I'm feeling a bit of an anxiety attack because I can't lose to him. I'm really torn up inside.
Well, the apprentice was a gutsy guy, and I'll tell you, it takes a lot of guts to challenge your master.
It's hot.
Whoa, Sakai got burned there? Is he okay?
Oh, what was that?
Oh,
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa.
What was that?
little incident there.
Oh, okay, that was the eggplant. I think he probably should have made some cuts in it first before dropping it in there, but he just dipped it straight in.
Wow.
So the whole thing basically just exploded.
Gee.
An eggplant exploded? Well, the poor cameraman, I think he got splashed on the cheek there.
Did he?
Yeah, is he all right? Poor thing.
That's Take-chan. You okay?
Hang in there, yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, he likes
Okay.
it.
Oh, yeah, just as he planned it, it looks like.
It's what an Iron Chef does.
Yeah, way to go, Sakai.
Exploding eggplant
Look,
comes through.
it's beautiful, isn't it?
He says it's still usable, so
Hey, I'm not going to argue with them.
who would?
Sakai likes it. That's good enough for me.
That's right.
15 minutes to go.
Okay, so here's some olive oil and
Challenger side, the makings of a sauce. Finally,
rape blossoms, maybe olive oil. No, not rape. Basil?
greens in there.
there
Spinach.
basil in there?
Spinach, by any chance?
I'm not sure. It looks like
Canola
basil, but it could be
blossoms.
spinach.
Okay. We'll see if Ota can get a report on that.
Fukusan?
Yes.
Yeah, I have those ingredients for you.
Okay.
What the challenger is about to mix together in this blender on this side is basil, olive oil, and garlic.
It's basil.
Okay, see, that's why I get to keep this chair.
You
Oh,
weren't
is that
leaning
right?
towards spinach?
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, you see, it was basil after all.
And Fukusan?
Yes, go.
One more quick note. I asked the Iron Chef how he thinks the challenger is doing so far. He has actually been peeking at Nakagawa-san from time to time, and he says, I think he's done everything that he wanted to do, but you never know until it's all over. And by the way, he is planning on having more than 3 dishes.
All right, and what you heard Ota report the Iron Chef say, that is Sakai speak for saying he's pretty confident about what he's doing and how it'll turn out. And now frying his spring roll wrapped lamb foie gras truffles creation there. That looks great.
It's almost like a Chinese gyoza in style.
Gyoza with solid lamb meat inside.
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful.
That's so rich looking.
And don't forget the foie gras and truffles too.
It's almost, too good to be just a dumpling.
I'll tell you what, I mean, this is looking like gyoza fit for royalty.
Fukusan?
Yes.
A bit of concern here on the challenger side. I asked him whether he had the confidence to win today, and his response was, I don't think so. I screwed up big time with my time management and won't be able to finish some of my dishes.
What?
Whoa.
Clock mismanagement.
So he's not giving up, is he?
Oh, come on, you can do it, Nakagawa-san.
Beginning to break a sweat. Certainly doesn't look like a guy who's throwing in the towel, but hey, who knows? He could be sandbagging here, part of a lower the expectations strategy, thinking it could benefit him come tasting time.
Good point.
But the body language does suggest, at least to me, that he is out of his
10
comfort
minutes
zone.
to go.
All right, 10 minutes left in the battle.
And we've got the Iron Chef making a sauce here with Kyoto carrots, I
Iron
think.
Chef's side, the blender whirring.
I saw him handling some carrots just a few minutes
So
ago.
the orange color in this one from the carrots.
And some veal broth in it, too.
That went in there also.
Oh, yeah, fond du veau.
Boy, that sounds good, that sauce.
So he's got the Kyoto carrots and
Yes,
the veal
Kyoto
broth.
carrots.
And would he be adding anything else to this one?
I would guess salt and pepper, and I just thought I heard someone say balsamic vinegar.
Oh, really?
Balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, it's Italian.
Okay, the type of vinegar.
Yeah, it's got a really nice smell to it.
Tori-san, I have a question. How long does it take to roast or grill a lamb?
Well, of course, it depends on the size of the meat, first of all, but it's actually a lot shorter than you do a beef or pork.
Only a bit. That's why the Challenger has some left uncooked?
That's a good point, but I'm actually not sure for that reason. He says he mismanaged his time, so he maybe won't even touch that now. I really don't know.
Hey, well, we're getting late now. Less than 10 minutes left.
Yeah, he is running a bit late.
And Sakai not having that problem, usually an advantage for any Iron Chef, the time situation. And now the Challenger's pressure cooker, it's been opened.
Kazan?
Yes.
Yeah, trying to get back on track with this pressure cooker dish, the Challenger has added Madeira wine, minced shallots, burdock, yam potatoes, and truffles. Back to you.
Okay, so that was burdock. Okay, so that should taste great, really.
Yeah, but it's kind of Japanese in combination, isn't it?
Actually, you're right.
Yeah, now that you think about it.
Classic yam potato stew almost.
5 minutes to go.
It looks really good, though.
Yes, and 5 minutes left now. This is on the Iron Chef side. What a set with the breadcrumbs coated rack of ribs, a green veggie, deep fried, I think. Sakai's got one in the books already.
Yeah, that one is definitely complete.
Now the Iron Chef moving over the last bit of action for his ever luxurious French-style gyoza.
Or whatever.
Hey, it's got to have a name.
Good point.
All right, and still with Sakai, just about to lift those gyoza creations out, and yes, sir. And now, but over into another pan. Will he have time for this?
Oh, boy.
Maybe.
Now the Challenger, they're starting to lay down foie gras. Only 4 minutes remain. Can they make it with this?
You know, I really don't know.
Actually, less than 4 minutes are left in the battle now.
I believe with this one, he wants to serve it warm, so that could be the reason, but
Good
time
luck.
is an issue, yeah.
As Ota reported earlier, Nakagawa admitting to some clock mismanagement, a fatal mistake when you're given only 60 minutes to complete your dishes. And I have to say, Nakagawa's looking a little lost here near the finish of this one.
Okay, now, can we swing by the Iron Chef here?
All right, Sakai's presentation, working on that one.
3 minutes to
Broad
go.
beans are on top.
And urui leaves.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yes, the Delacroix French cuisine. The last few minutes for decoration, but the last few minutes for desperation over here.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting really hectic down in the kitchen there.
The pace is picked up, the deadline concentrating the mind. The Challenger's side, his assistants are busy here plating and with presentation work of their own. Both sides are focused on that right now in the last minutes.
You're right, both chefs are scrambling right now.
Iron Chef Sakai, the cooking out of the way, and now his artistic side revealing itself. And up close, the appetite fired up when you see that. You know the meat is just going to melt in your mouth. And now Nakagawa, some tasty looking slices of lamb meat there with truffles.
Yeah, that's with the crepine or the fat netting wrapped around it.
Nakagawa, too, is a chef known for his sense of decoration in his dishes, and we are seeing that right here.
Oh, yes, it's lovely.
Okay, now Sakai's got another sauce for the French-style gyoza. Any idea about this one?
I think it might have some truffles in that.
All right, and at any rate, another fine one from the Delacroix. Quite pleasing, the color contrast on there. And here, Mario Nakagawa, another look, a grim expression, ladling some sauce over the truffles-encrusted offering. A minute to go now.
Wow, it smells so good in here.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Everything in here, wonderful aromas abound. Here in the final 60 seconds, a number of wonderful dishes all around the kitchen. And despite Nakagawa having messed up managing the time, he's still got some awesome-looking dishes that are going to be competitive with those of his master.
Well, it looks like they only have about 30 seconds left.
Yeah, just a little bit
Master Hiroyuki Sakai, the Iron Chef French. It is his former apprentice who's marched in here
30
today.
seconds
30
to go.
seconds now. Nakagawa trying to show that, yes, he can compete with, yes, he can beat a man who first taught him French cooking. More than 13 years down the road since their last reunion. Who knows what really lies at the heart of Nakagawa's motivation to
15
topple his master?
seconds to go.
But for Sakai, for him to maintain his honor, he must prevail
10
to turn
seconds
back
to
the
go.
challenge and slap down the former apprentice who seeks to do him harm today.
5
It can't be
seconds.
any other way for
3,
the Iron Chef.
2,
The final seconds
1.
are ticking down, and that's it. The land battle is over.
How did you feel you did in today's battle?
Just horrible.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, come on. Today you were going against your ex-teacher or mentor.
Yes.
How did you feel about that?
Well, I tried really hard. But Sakai-san's still the best.
How was it today? How did you do?
Well, I'm still not used to the time limit. I was only able to do 80% of what I had planned on doing.
Oh, really?
And as you know, we know each other quite well, very well. It wasn't easy.
Challenger Nakagawa ends up offering just 2 dishes. First, lamb and daikon radish salad, garnished with sautéed foie gras. The aromatic basil and garlic sauce was actually prepared for another dish he was unable to complete. And second, roast lamb, truffles flavor. A thick, powerful flavor comes courtesy of the truffle sauce, in which he also stewed the burdock. The sauce helps mask the subtle smell of the lamb. Iron Chef Sakai submits 3 dishes. First, sautéed lamb, served cold, with the sauce conveying a sense of spring. Blended Kyoto carrots, honey and lemon juice will be soaked up by the succulent lamb. The decoration of the dish is another splendid example of his artistic talent. Second is lamb, foie gras, and truffles wrapped in brie, a luxurious offering, and once again, the sauce, a showcase for his magnificent skills. It's made from lamb broth, butter, honey, and truffle juice. Last, the dynamic roast lamb pepper leaf bud flavor. He combined thinly sliced bamboo shoots and Japanese pepper leaf buds in egg yolk and pasted that to the lamb before roasting. It's dressed with cream and truffle sauces. And now, the moment of truth, tasting and judgment. On the panel for the lamb battle are novelist Tamio Kageyama, actress Mayuko Takata, and culinary critic Asako Kishi. First, the dishes of Challenger Nakagawa.
I really didn't have anything to lose, so in that sense, he was probably under more pressure than myself.
Meat is good. It's perfect, I think.
I'm impressed by the daikon radish in this.
The sauce is so aromatic and good. And I was also really pleasantly surprised by the radish. Really, the overall presentation is elegant.
The daikon salad is very good. It goes very well with the dressing.
Compared with the previous one, this is thicker in flavor, and the flavor really lingers.
It's very rare, I guess I would say.
You could say that, yes.
The lamb is tender and rare.
There's a raw smell to the lamb. You know, you probably did it intentionally, but that taste stays in my mouth. And I love lamb, so it's okay. But for some people, I think it's overpowering.
Some people might say, as she said, this is almost too strong. I might agree with that.
Lamb is lamb, so it's perfectly okay. It simply reinforces the experience of eating the meat. He didn't cover it or anything. It was a bold choice.
As you mentioned, you ran out of time, and I know that, but with lamb, I was really expecting to have at least one dish with bones. Honestly, I came here with my taste buds thinking about that.
And now, the dishes of Iron Chef Sakai.
Well, you all know, I know how good he is, how gutsy he is. I know that very well. So, in that sense, I didn't feel comfortable doing it today. That's how I felt while I was doing it.
It's good.
This is really good. Well, it almost makes me forget that this is a lamb dish. It has such a mild smell, and though I only tasted a bit, but the combination of the broad beans and the lamb and the carrot sauce together is just perfect.
The meat is done just right.
Yes. It doesn't have any foul smell yet. The meat is done right. It landed right on top of the borderline. He controlled it perfectly.
The sauce is wonderful.
Yes. This sauce is just awesome.
Really?
I can't help saying
And it's not heavy at all. The batter and sauce and the inside are balanced so perfectly in this dish, I think, really.
I don't usually do this at my restaurant.
This dish reinforces that today's theme is lamb. And if you love lamb, you can't ask for more. And your use of bamboo shoots in this really surprised me.
I would almost prefer to have this dish with garlic and be able to eat the lamb with my hands, casually. It's almost too sophisticated, I think, really.
まるで生涯のライバルと戦っているような鉄人の厳しい表情、そして戦い終わった後の成長した我が子を見るような優しい表情、この微笑ましい時間が永遠に続けばと思うのは皆同じではないでしょうか。しかしここは一つの対決、最後に辛いかな結論を出さなければなりません。それでは発表します。
Today, not just the flavors of the lamb dishes were enjoyed, we also had a peek into the souls of men preparing food on a field of battle. Former apprentice Nakagawa, 13 years on, now a rival trying to turn the tables. Iron Chef Sakai, still his master? Let's see. Who takes it? Whose cuisine reigns supreme?
鉄人酒井宏之。
It's the Iron Chef! Sakai wins it! The master teaching the student perhaps one last lesson. And Sakai the first to go over, the men congratulating each other, and the mood on both sides brightening considerably. Nakagawa acknowledging his master's victory over him seems to be at peace with it. He learned well at the hand of this man, Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai.